Okay, Chris, well, we're down here at the Gold Coast where you've got some runners today on Friday, but tomorrow at Doomben you've got two good chances lining up. Smart Meteors back from the Group 3 Rough Habit Plate, dropping back in class. What are your thoughts on his chances?
Yeah, I thought he went really well in the Rough Habit Plate. He sort of loomed on straightening as if he was going to be right in the finish and be one of the main contenders, but I thought probably the last 100 metres he might have just faded out of it late. So look, back to the 2000 I think is ideal. He's back to his 3-year-old grade, and I think he finds a quite a winnable race. He's in good form.
Okay, you've also got Scathing in, who's had a bit of a freshen up. Trialled well last week, which you're happy with. How's he come through that run? And of course he's on a path towards the Sunshine Coast Guineas.
Yeah, well, he is. He's come from two pretty strong Group 3 races where he's performed very well. Back to 3-year-old grade. He had a trial last Tuesday. He's given a good gallop there since then. It gives us a good 10 days into the run sort of thing. So done very well. He's probably just got a bit woolly in his coat, which is probably not ideal. But other than that, the horse himself's in very good form, and he's in a good space.
Okay, and a couple of runners also going to Gatton on Saturday. You've got Miss Magnolia, who was a last start winner at Ballina, and also Patriotic Rose.
Yeah, well, they're both in the same race, benchmark 58 for 1100 metre race for fillies. So, as you said, Miss Magnolia's coming off a really nice win at Ballina the other day, and probably races on speed, which gives her a chance around a tight little Gatton track. Patriotic Rose probably gets out over a little bit further. The 1100 could be a bit sharp for her, but she did trial against some nice horses here the other day, and certainly wouldn't be out of it.
Okay, moving on to Sunday, you've got quite a few runners lining up at the Sunshine Coast. Lucky Time was a good trial performer last week for the Hancock's Bloodstock Syndicate. Yeah,
well, she's a nice filly. She's coming off a long layoff though. She had an injury to her up over her back, and she was off the scene for a little while, but she's had two nice trials. And I think it's a race where, as long as the track's not wet, if it's a heavy track she won't run, but if the track's pretty nice, well, she'll go around and probably get back off them a little bit, but I would think that she would finish a race off quite strongly.
Centerfire also lines up. What are your thoughts on her chances?
Well, she's second up this on Sunday. She's probably going to run in a 3-year-old benchmark race where she's drawn better. She's another one I hope that we don't get any rain, because I won't run her if the track's wet. We'll wait for another day, but she's in good form, this filly. I think from a good draw she'll posse up just behind the speed there somewhere, and if she can race to the way that she trialled fresh up, she's certainly going to be a contender in a race like this.
The Carpenter, he finished off well last start at the Gold Coast, and he's obviously fifth up into this race on Sunday.
Yeah, well, he's as fresh as a daisy. This guy had no luck here last start at the Gold Coast in a Class 2, and he probably should have finished a hell of a lot closer. So looks a nice race for him up there at Caloundra. He's won there at the track. He likes the course, so he's one that won't matter if it's a bit wet either. So we just hope he gets the right sort of run, and if he can perform like he did here last start, he's a major player in the race.
And the last run at the Sunshine Coast is Spirit of Spree.
Yeah, well, he'll appreciate a bit of sting out of the ground if it does happen to rain. Got a little bit of weight to contend with, but he's also, if he happened to win or perform very well, he could be a contender for the Guineas as well at Caloundra. So we know he likes the big, spacious Caloundra track, plus a bit of give in it.